Hello, welcome. Time to try out SiRiUS's new advancements to his super mage here with the fireballs and the comets.
So let's talk about it first a bit.
This clown's over here, what are they doing? It's through the wall right now. One
It's
moment.
crazy, it's almost having some effect through the wall a bit.
One moment. I have to just boof my thing. They're through the wall here. Bam!
Wow.
I just needed to turn my lightning on. Lightning attacks. Anyways, so you were using too many comets, right?
Yeah, turns out you relooked at that video of how the guy was doing it. It was quite different.
Yeah, so at the very beginning of the video, he was showing like 4 or 5 comet thingies being charged up, and then but by the end he was saying you can just get away with like 2 very well set up comet or cast on minions death. So let me show your screen real quick.
Before we had 3 of these, each with 4 comets. We had 12 comets, which was not needed.
And it makes it so that the cost is just too high. And
Yes.
it also makes it so that the so open up the panel on the right. Open that panel, and it shows the maximum energy. There is 300. Where you were looking. There, maximum energy. See at the top, in blue.
Yeah, so that's 1200 otherwise.
Well, it was 1200 because you had 4 comets in there.
Yeah.
So it's only actually 300. And so the reason that matters is because that's how long it takes to charge it before the comet comes down.
Yeah. It's taking 4 times longer, as many deaths from the little skulls to charge to make one volley come down.
Yeah, and so instead, he just has 1 comet in it, and he's supporting the comet with what? He's got 3 things attached to it. Concentrated effect, do more damage, makes it smaller. Biting Frost, which is makes it so it can't cause freeze buildup, but it will consume a freeze to deal 50% more damage, which means it needs to be frozen by the other comet. So you have 2 different comets. This is like the killer comet. This is the one that does the most damage. It's concentrated, tight, very high damage, and then this one says elemental focus. 25% more elemental damage. Cannot inflict elemental ailments, so can't freeze. Same thing. It's like the
other one freezes, and this one damages.
No, this comet is the one that is doing all the damage, and so those both are increasing. Both of them are making it so it's like that one can't cause freeze buildup, and the other one says you can't freeze. So then it's like that would be a downside. But since the downside is like doesn't apply in this case, you know, because you don't want it to freeze. It's like, and they're both have the same. It's like they kind of double cancel each other out. I don't know. Anyways, look at your other comet. This was your fast comet. This one has inspiration, so it actually reduces the cost. That's the actual mana cost of the comet coming down.
Yeah. Which, by the way, this does not reflect. Does it? I don't think it reflects in the numbers.
It doesn't show it anywhere. It doesn't actually show the mana cost anywhere.
Yeah.
It shows the mana cost on Comet when you mouse over the Comet skill itself. There it shows 106 mana, so it might reduce it to 60. Because it's 40% less, you know? So
Guy probably experimented with this, found it does work.
he's using it, so that's the only reason we can't find any evidence of it. It's really hard to tell if a Comet is using 100 or 60 mana, though. Everything is happening so fast, the comets come really fast. So there's the other 2 things on here. Watch this one. Spell Echo, which
this is a super useful one.
that one has a 150 cost multiplier, though, which is fine. But I don't know.
You get double.
I don't know if that does anything. I think it's probably just the mana cost, right? Has to just be the mana cost. So it'd be 150 mana, 160 mana. But it makes it so it does it double, yeah, and the second echo is even larger, so 2 comets for the price of 150.
1.5, yeah. For the price of 1.5, okay.
Yeah, and then Spell Cascade makes it so it just puts one on the sides of it. It's talking about choosing an axis. It basically just picks an axis or a line on a 360 degree.
Just 2 of these, we got like so many comets going instead of having like a bunch of individual comets taking way longer to trigger, and
Yeah, so then that comment also is like... well, at first we thought like... So, because you had 4 in it at first when you put it on, remember how you had just this one set up? This one was going way faster than the others, and we thought that the cost one was somehow making it...
3 times faster, 4 times faster,
We thought the cost was somehow making it happen faster, that red gem. What is it called? The, when you have the red in there?
Inspiration.
We thought that cost right there could maybe have reduced the energy cost, but it wasn't. The only reason the energy cost went down is because you removed 3 of the comets. So then that one was charging 4 times faster. So then if you had a third cast on minion death, maybe that one would just have 4 comets in it, and that one would charge up slowly, and it would come down, you know, whenever there was more enemies that needed more killing, right? And then like... But yeah, these 2 allow you to use also, because now you're only using 2 of them. You were using 3 before, the cast on minion death. You can use...
However, I don't think you need a third one because the mana is still being drained to the bottom of the pool when they're shooting, so I don't think I can even support having more of them.
And here's the trade-off. You are actually using Blasphemy in place of the third one, because they cost 60 spirit. And with Blasphemy, what you're getting is you're having flammability turned into an auto aura, so it auto applies flammability to them, which helps your...
I just tried using this without Blasphemy, and you have to like cast it, and the enemies move, and it's like absolutely worthless. This way, when it's around you, it's like...
And so
it makes it 10 times more useful.
And why are you using flammability?
Because I have Flame Blast.
Oh, it's for Flame Blast? I thought it was for your minions.
Well, it also it supports everything with fire.
Yeah, I thought the whole point was to just make it so the Raging Spirits die faster. Yeah, they do.
I think it is. I think it is doing that.
Because the whole point of the way that it works is the Raging Spirits must ignite enemies in order to kill themselves. And igniting...
This lowers their fire resistance.
And igniting enemies requires doing a certain amount of fire damage to them. Yeah, exactly. So... And
this does help.
When you reduce their resistances and they have no resistances, it counts like as a more multiplier. So if an enemy has no fire resistance, that would be like a 1.34 times multiplier, then minus 34%.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good.
And then we have magnified, so it's even bigger.
Yeah.
And this thing...
That we were just looking through all the different curse ones. That one looked the most interesting. There's one that increases the, like how fast the curse applies, and there's one that decreases how fast the curse applies. This one makes it slower, but it makes the size bigger. The other one does not make the size smaller, but it does make it faster. This one makes your...
This one the curse should be giant, really.
It should be giant because you have 2 on there. You have that one and then the magnified effect, so it should be hopefully huge.
We'll
maybe
see.
even huge with a Y, I think.
Yeah.
Might be reaching that because it's double magnified, yeah.
But I had enough slots to do Frost Wall, Hypothermia for bosses.
So the Hypothermia is because you want to do curse them with the cold one, because you curse with the Blasphemy around you for the convenience of your Fireball activating the comets easier. And so you don't have to be casting it constantly. But on a boss, you might as well cast... You could easily click the boss one time to cast Curse of Hypothermia on the boss, right? And also a Frost Bomb, which the Frost Bombs...
Yes, I got him on Q and E. I'll put them at the same time on the boss. And
very good. So Frost Bomb does a bunch of exposure, and Hypothermia will do minus resistances, and I think the 2 work together well. Yeah. And then in Hypothermia, you just have... what do you have in that one? You had... the gems. Expanse. Make it bigger. But only every 6 seconds, which is... I think if you put that on Blasphemy, it would only apply the curse like every... I don't know. I think it ruins it or breaks it, but it works in this case.
Probably breaks it.
Yeah. Increased effect of supported curses. This one didn't work with Blasphemy because the reservation multiplier made the cost too high in Spirit, but if you're applying it manually, it doesn't matter. It's just going to be higher mana cost, so... that's why it works.
If you have enough Spirit, this does work on Blasphemy probably well.
Yeah, the Spirit is hard to get though. Hard to get. It's tight. And then a Cold Mastery for +1. Yeah.
All right. My Frost Wall just has... Why do I have this on there?
Fire penetration. What? That's a mistake.
So we'll fix that later.
Why is fuck is that on Frost Wall?
Why does it even take it? I guess I don't know. The Frost Wall does blow up around enemies. Maybe that'll cause some fire resistance penetration of theirs. I don't know.
No.
We'll change that. I want to remove that right now, actually.
And yes, fuck that.
Font of mana is useful, I guess.
I guess if you stand near the frost wall, it counts as it increases your mana regen. And then what's the last thing?
Font of mana. This one I should, if I get a 4th slot of blasphemy, that's where I'd want this.
No,
so
because
it's constantly.
Font of Mana only works with skills where you place a thing down, which is why it works with the frost wall.
For fuck's sake! Okay, frost wall's good.
For fuck's sake! Why can't it just do everything I want?
Yeah. I thought there was a thing that can go on a buff that regenerates your mana, but I guess not. Impact, I guess.
Yeah, that's called Clarity, which you have on Archmage.
I already do have it going. Okay, very good. Impact, is that good on here?
Yes, I guess. Kills one of your minions.
So many extra skulls.
I guess it's. I mean,
doesn't matter if it takes 1 or 2.
And it's another way for the skulls to die, so that's good. Because when they die, it charges your stuff. So whatever.
Okay.
Every time you put a wall down, it kills one skull.
Archmage, real quick.
Oh yeah, that's that. You want to quality it because it goes from gain 5% per 100 mana to 7% per 100 mana. So for every 100 mana, you gain 7% of damage is extra lightning damage. So you are actually doing lightning damage because you're doing cold and fire, but then this Archmage is making you do lightning. So you're actually doing all 3 elements, I just realized.
Yeah.
You might even check... Can you check your Comet's damage? How do you even check that? Check cast on minion, open up the damage panel on the right, and then open the Comet section on the second little thing. Is it doing lightning damage?
Oh, there is lightning damage.
It's got like 5,000 of it is... Total is like 16,000 and like 6 of it, 5.5 of it. Lightning. Yeah, like a third of it. Crazy.
And that's due to Archmage?
Yeah. Like try turning it off actually, because I don't know if you have lightning damage anywhere else. I mean, yeah.
Holy shit. Oh, what? Yeah, look at that. Wow, that increases the damage so much.
Because it's like a final multiplier. It's the final. That's why it's so good. So like, it's worth 100 spirit, don't you think? Now, when you look at it this way.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then, so why is it so powerful? Is it's because it's per 100 mana. So how much mana do you have now? Because we were boosting the fuck out of that.
Oh yeah.
1,400.
1,400.
So for each 100 breakpoint you reach, you're gaining another like 0.7 or whatever added. So like Archmage was like, when you had 700 mana, it was a 1.49 because 7 times 7. Right now you're at 14, so it's 7 times 14, which is 70 plus 28, 98. So you're at 1.98. So literally Archmage is doubling your damage.
It's crazy. What do we have on here? Lightning Mastery, just a general +1 to all lightning skills.
Archmage is like used by almost every caster build, by the way. It's like one of the most powerful things, so people know about it.
Yeah. Clarity is very good.
You were able to get that little bit of clarity on there with a little bit of extra spirit on your gear, exactly.
Yep. All right.
Which is what you show me one more thing, which is your passive tree. Just real quick.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna go under there.
So one of the main things you did is just get a bunch of mana regen with the ascendancy points.
Where was that? Oh, down here. Yeah.
Yeah, so you were doing the elemental storm thing, which is kind of critical hit chance based stuff to get that. But then this is like the one you want with the mana, max mana. And then Arcane Surge, we were looking at this earlier, we were considering it. We were ignoring the mana regen part of it. We were only considering the cast speed, but it actually gives you a good amount of mana regen and cast speed. And then also we were looking at the final skill here, the one that says increase per 15 mana, but at the time we were looking at it, you had like 400 mana. Now you have like almost 1500, so it's basically 100% if you had 1500 mana. 100% increase effective Arcane Surge, which is like doubling the 10% cast speed and 20% mana regen to 20% cast speed and 40% mana regen. So it's actually worth it once you're... It basically becomes double at 1500 mana. And any more than that, it's like more effective. Any less than that, it's like less than double effective. But mana regen is very valuable for you, I think.
Oh yeah. And then under the actual tree, we found a couple of very useful sections for this build, right?
Yeah, that's especially with that ascendancy thing you just got, the Arcane Surge. can be improved even more.
We found this over here.
That's mana regen. And then the next 3 are this increased effective arcane surge on you. 15%. And then another 15. And then 40. So that's 70%.
That's crazy.
So 70% there.
60%.
And you're gaining like 90 something from your 1400 mana. So your arcane surge is actually like almost 30% cast speed and 60% mana regen. And it's all in all the time.
I was gonna go for something over here later on. I forget. There's some little thing we were looking at here, but never mind about that right now. Oh, one last thing. Check under here. My mana regen per second is 178.
Holy
That's with all the extra.
Holy shit, when you looked at that earlier, it was like 70, and then it went to 90, and then you had it at 100, and now it's like... So basically, you have 1400 mana, like 8
Less
or...
than 10 seconds.
It's like 8 or 9 seconds, yeah. It's ridiculous. It's like now you're like, now you're gonna be like the car thing where you're like 0 to 60, 0 to 100 in, you know, 8 seconds or whatever. Yep. So let's see
Charging
how much...
so fast.
What are you even hitting here? Oh, your mana is going up, I see. I thought you talking about your comets charging. I'm like, what enemy are you even hitting?
Oh, this charges comets somehow.
What does?
I'm not sure why or how, but it's charging it.
Oh, just when they... Oh, okay, maybe it's because they die, because they're just moving around, I don't know.
I'm not sure how somehow it does trigger some of the skulls dying with this flame blast. It's weird. Whereas Fireball does not do that.
Oh shit, you can make just comets come down like that with the flame blast? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't know why it does that, but and then Fireballs
Can
don't.
you look at flame blast? I don't see anything. What about the supports you have on there? Control destruction. Okay. Okay, fire stuff,
Basic.
yeah. Okay, that makes it go faster, charge faster. I don't know. I don't understand. That's weird. It's interesting to know because you can use it to get like... But then what's weird is it makes it come down, but it doesn't know where to go, so it just lands on you.
It lands on you. I'm assuming there's enemies nearby. I don't know.
I wish you can get it to like charge it up and they're ready to go, and then you just drop all your comets. It's kind of interesting because like now that I know that, it makes me want to try the fucking 4 comet version again. If you could charge it up with flame blast, it'd be like get him close and then just go into the boss room and then drop all the comets. Just as a boss killer tactic. I don't know. Anyways,
yeah.
For the boss killer, we got the hypothermia,
see how this goes.
cold snap. Yeah.
We're in this thing.
The other thing to look at was your gear, but we already looked at that last time, so we just got like a new ring with... You just had like fire damage on your rings, and I got you a ring that had fire damage and cold damage both.
Yeah, you just got more resistances.
You got your resistances basically capped out with 2 new rings. Oh, and I got you the ingenuity belt. Can you show that real quick?
Yeah, let's hide in the shadow here.
In the shadow, you sick fuck. Pervert. Just show the belt. So this is like 57% is right around 100 exalt price, 120-ish. You want a 60, it's already like 200. Like it starts to fly up around. So 57 is a good percent you can aim for. Not even 60, 57, 58, 59 starts to go expensive. You know, like it's a good point. But anyways, 70, 80 is the max, 40 is the lowest. So 40 to 80 is the range. The 40 ones are like less than they're like 50 or 60 or something like that, right? But then That's why you want to get the ones that are 57, because it's like, that's not that much more expensive to get like way more. You don't even want a 40%. That sucks. If you can get a 57 for 100, why'd you want a 41 for 60? You know what I mean? But getting
Is
a
it max 80? You said 80.
yeah, but getting a 60% already cost you 200. So you see me.
I was just gonna ask, what does an 80 cost? Like 500 divine
an 80
or something?
is 1,000 divine.
These fucking nerds, man.
Well, it's like or like a 79 even. Yeah, but this is one of the items that I think gives value to the divine orb, because people get it. They want to get a non-corrupted one, and then they want to try and corrupt it and stuff, and they want to re-roll it until it gets. So if a re-roll costs 1 divine, they bought it for less than 1 divine because they bought a 40%
Yeah.
one. They buy like 3 of them or 4 of them for a divine, and then they just re-roll each of one of them like 10 times, so that's like 41 divine cost so far, and then resell for like, you know, and then they corrupt it with like a super good corruption and resell them each for 1,000. That's like a huge profit, I think. If you can afford to do all that, you need to be rich in the first place to afford to even start to do that kind of shit, right? But anyways,
so then we got me 2 good rings, and now my resistances are super, super high.
yeah, I just show them real quick. So that one's the fire and cold damage, and it has max life, and cast speed, and elemental resistances, and fire resist, and lightning resist. Super good. And then the other one?
I got my chaos to 49 through my boots or whatever.
Yeah, because your boots went up a little bit. Yeah, you got the 25% move speed upgraded to 35. Your chaos resist went a little higher on it, and you got a bunch of max mana from that. Max mana 157. And then
were these expensive? These were expensive, right?
50 to 100, something like that.
Exalt. That's expensive.
Well, and then the gloves. Well, I don't know. That's what the range are at, because we basically did a bunch of inscribed ultimatum runs with Jerry, so we were getting like 3 soul cores at a time. Those sell for 40 now, not 20. Like, so we're getting 120 exalts every run, which is only 15 minutes. So it's really not that expensive if you think about it to buy these kind of. So now we're at the price range where we can afford 100 exalts. But anyways, look at your gloves. That one's
new gloves as well. I removed the flame gloves.
That one gives 100 mana. And 29 intelligence also gives another 58 mana, so it's actually 168 mana. And also gain mana on a kill. And then the 29 dexterity actually really helps, because it allows you to allocate more intelligence on your passive tree, like a lot more. So, well, 29 more, basically.
And then we put on more mana regen with the runes on the gloves and the boots.
Yeah, very good.
30%.
Yeah. Now the only thing left is your helmet.
Yeah, we needed just the last thing to change. We also changed this.
All right.
Slightly better one.
Oh, right. You increased the spirit, and you got a bunch of resistances on that, and your evasion and energy shield went up. But other than that, nothing. Oh, and 213 max life. That went up a lot, too. That's a huge life.
Spirit up by 7.
The other thing was this Morier Invictus chest plate or whatever, which can give 10% per socket. And there's 4 sockets on it, which chest armor normally only has 2 sockets. That one has 4. Corrupted, you could even get a 5 one. Basically, 10% elemental resistance times 4 is 40% all resist. That's 120 total resistances. And then you can also get, it's randomly one of these properties. It doesn't have to have the elemental resistance one. It doesn't, but it can have also plus 5% increased like attributes per socket, and you can have increased 10% rarity per socket, increased global defenses, I think was another one. But then I found another one, which is, and then there's also 5% increased maximum life per socket. So that's the one that I wanted, was max life and resistances. But then I found that you can actually get spirit. You can get 10 spirit per socket or whatever. So you can get 40 spirit from it. And if you have a 5 socket one, you can actually get 50 spirit. That's actually probably what you want, Sirius. But the 5 socket ones are very expensive. Many divines.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. By the way, if I didn't have this extra 7 spirit, and 57 instead of 50, I would be 1 short right now. See that?
Right.
I have 6 left. Oh, it's good.
And when you were trying to do, the only reason it's 6 left is because your blasphemy is qualityed, and that makes the costs 54 instead of 60. But when you were trying to do 3 cast on minion death, you actually needed that extra 6. So you were actually exactly using your spirit, 320 out of 320, when you're trying to do 3 casts on minion. But blasphemy just as cheaper.
Let's clear this area, and then we're getting near the end of this act.
I like the part right after this. Look at all these comments, very good. Wow, that's a lot of comments all the time. All right, let me go back to...
Yeah, now they're just like... Now they're starting to fly all the time.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, no. Kicked out? Smokescreen's being
no, I was
internet
like...
peasant today, apparently.
No, I was like, let me switch back to my screen, and it fucking crashed it again. That's the second time that happened where I'm on OBS switching from my screen to your screen, and fucking the Path of Exile crashes somehow. How the fuck is that?
Interesting.
Path of Exile that's a bug with Path of Exile. Pretty sure.
I see it also happens in Doom.
What?
Oh, sorry, that's my screen. OBS has problems for me. I mean, Discord has problems for me switching.
Discord? What?
Between Doom. Now we're on Discord, that's right.
Yeah, I'm like, what? You just went from fucking OBS and Path of Exile to Discord. Alright, I'm gonna play with this other character anyways. So, invite to party. Can you put a portal up so when I click this I come through to you? Here I am.
Here's some trash for you.
No. Actually, I brought my Titan inventory expansion.
Yes. By the way, here's all my other comments I was going to re-equip, but I can probably just put these away when I'm back in town now.
Hold on, the fast-loading super CPU peasant will now be returning with... He's going to the shopping mall. It's coming back.
Now the comment thing is effective enough to where even on just one enemy, it works, you know?
Right, that was the biggest problem. You were trying to use Flame Blast, but I don't even know if you need that anymore.
No, I don't know. I mean,
if you're gonna add or
small enemies, I could do it.
So what you should do. But if you need more spirit for this, there's a thing called Grim Feast, which you didn't like that much because you didn't like having to collect the little things or whatever, but it is very useful because it can double your energy shield. Because it lets you overcharge your energy shield to double, so you'd like get it charged up before the boss, and then for the boss you can start with like, 2,000 energy shield instead of 1,000. So.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So then you'd have, because right now you're at 1,600 life, 900 shield, so like that's 2,500, and then you'd be at 3,500. Or 3,400 technically, but yeah.
One thing I might not need is frost wall, because the whole point of that was putting it down so that I can hit it. Yeah,
well, you don't need it in a place like this.
Yeah,
that's for sure. So, and remember, frost wall itself
happens so fast. I don't think
frost wall itself
in general.
Frost wall itself also explodes.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Like for the boss, it's this way. Let's just go through here.
It's a very hidden little tunnel there. I didn't even spot it.
Well, if you have gone through this area as many times as I have through the temple, Kopek, then you know that it's
You already know.
Then you know it's a triangle, and you need to find the corner exit. You would know that if you played this more than once, but this is the second time you're freaking here.
This is my second time. The curse thing is happening very well, by the way.
Oh yeah, the flammability curse?
The size of it.
How big is the radius?
Is huge. Yeah, look how they're all cursed already as soon as I'm near them.
Wow.
Which I think is helping the stalls blow up even faster, and then...
So now the thing with hypothermia and flammability... Oh yeah, they're dropping, man, these comments are really going. The thing with curses is you have a maximum hard limit to curses. It's not hard limit because you can change it, but you know, a count limit or whatever, character limit of 1 curse normally. So if you cast Flammability and you cast, which you have Blasphemy, how does that work actually? I don't even think about this. You have to turn it off to be able to use it. Like,
what are you talking about?
So if you use Hypothermia, the cold curse.
Oh.
How does that even work? Because you can only apply 1 curse. So if this one's applying the Flammability...
Let's try putting it and see what happens.
Put it on this little guy right here. See, they only have Flammability on them. See that?
Oh, so it's not going to work.
Well, if on a boss, you would turn it off. So you would need to turn off.
Oh, okay.
I just realized you would need to actually turn off their Blasphemy. So you just need to toggle it on the in your, you know,
okay.
G panel. Can you try it?
I see.
Just to confirm. Just right-click it, and then it'll turn it off. And now, of course, you won't do Flammability around you, but...
Yeah.
So for the boss, you would turn it off. Now do the curse. Yeah, he's got his little cross thing on his head. You see how long that took to curse him too? So
yeah,
it's slower.
But that means they'll die. The boss will die even harder from the comets. So
Yeah.
it's worth doing on him.
Yes. Now here's the exit. Or wait, is this where we just came in? No, here's the exit. Each time you do it, the pyramid gets smaller, but it's actually on the 3rd floor. It's already the boss.
Okay, so I'm going to use it now. Let's test it.
Yep.
I'm going to put down both things. The other one as well.
He just got his little you gotta talk shit a little bit.
Now you will see. Your very soul reduced to ash.
This guy got a lot of help or what?
He does. He's fire resistant heavy. I'm looking at the little icons. Now hit him again because he's now he's still got hypothermia. Holy shit, by the way, I'm looking at how much percent it has. Minus 44%, that's huge. And then minus 38 exposure, I think is what it is. So hit him again now with the curse, I think. Yeah, there you go. See, now it's 44% minus, and then hit him with exposure now, the frost bomb. And now you have both on there. See the little icons underneath the boss here? That's how you can tell. They're so tiny. Here's a hammer fucker. Hey, you killed him before my hammer. My hammer's so fucking slow. It didn't come down in time. Oh my god, your comments are faster.
That's crazy amount of damage. He seemed like he was completely helpless. Like, you know, when we fought this guy last time, it was like actually a hard challenge.
Yeah. I didn't do anything either, by the way. I didn't do a single bit of damage the whole fight. I don't know if you knew.
Yeah.
I'm a spectator. I'm a floating spectator. Look at my guy, by the way. Why does my guy look like this?
Spent too much money.
Let me just show that real quick, actually. Let me just turn off 2 things. Turn that off and this. Oh shit, I'm on the, no, fuck, nah.
That means you die now.
Left it behind you. What the fuck? I'm in the basement. What the fuck? I didn't know you can get left behind. What the fuck?
I'm loading into a new area here.
No, there's just a click thing you have to click to. You get no, you can just teleport up to the top. But it's funny, I got left behind down there. Holy shit!
I see.
Oh, okay. For you, they're opening the gateway. Show your screen.
Yes, you've already got it.
Boom! It just opened. Yeah, for me, I already have it open. Anyways, let me show my character real quick. I'm not standing in front of this. Well, I can stand in this thing. No, that's really annoying. Stand right here instead. So these totems right here, are part of the this pack. This is what I got. I'm getting up there. So I got Lord of Agam. I got King of Faradun, which is why I haven't flying, because it's got the flying legs for that thing. I also get the hideout from this one, the Dreadnought hideout or whatever, caravan. Then I skipped past this one, but you get this with the next one, so I got this, which I'm using the helmet from. And then you get a different Kiwi pet with each one. And then this one, I don't really care for the armor in this one as much. It's a little too green. It looks a little bit too out of place or something for me. But the totems I really like, because I'm a totem guy, you know? He's just a totem guy.
Totem guy.
Yeah, so then this is the totems. And the next tier is this shit. I'm almost there. This is actually only 180 when I do it on their website. Because it accounts for, I already spent $60 more than this already, so it counts your points towards it. I like that though. I spent it on like cat pets and stuff, you know. But anyways, then
good way to spend money.
So there's a maybe
I can't say anything because I lost $4,000 in crypto on a bad trade, so I can't say nothing. Nothing.
I took out a tiny, like nothing amount of my crypto too.
Like 480 sounds like a lot, or was it 480, 460? Or that's
oh shit! Somebody just messaged me. They want to buy something for 77 Exalt. What the fuck?
For a fight first.
Hold on a second.
Burstin. Oh, that's the guy.
Do you want this?
That's
oh,
the guy.
nice. He wants this +6 thing. Yes, I'm coming. Oh, he's here. He's just gonna do 80. All right, thank you.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, sir. So that was in my tabs here. I have priced 222, 111, 77, 44, 22. He didn't want to have anything to do with my bullshit. He gave me 80. He's like 77. I'm not clicking shift and 3.
Yeah, it's not even for him. It's not even worth.
222, 111, 77, 44, 22, 11, 75, 3, 2, 1. They're automatically priced. If any items you put in these tabs, they become that price. And so I had it in the 111 tab. It didn't sell for a few days. I moved it into the 77 tab. It sold. These other items that are not selling, they're going to get moved down to the 44 tab, you know? And maybe that was worth 111, but it didn't sell for 3 days at that price. So that's literally telling me it's not that price, or else he would have come around, right? And
Yep.
the price of Exalts is going down at the same time, so they're kind of like they have come together, like the price point for where he's willing to spend it, and I'm willing, and the price that I've listed it at, you know. Anyway,
Come together.
right now,
Exalt orb. It's bad. It's bad.
Exalted or okay, no.
Can't make it work.
All right. Anyways, and then I put this. So when you buy that pack stuff, you get all the points too. So then you get to spend the points, and this is what we were thinking about. We were talking about how no one is spending, like, where was the thing? It was the under shop and character effect, visual effect, character effect, $22 to $24 on a glow effect for your character, right? Or the cat was like $27 or whatever, right? But when you end up buying these packs, which ultimately you're buying because you want more storage space. You just want to buy the storage fucking tabs. That's what you want. So then you want points for that. And then you're like, well, why would I just buy points when I can buy the pack and I get the same amount of points and I get the cosmetics shit? So then people just do that. And then they're like, then they go, oh, but I want the next tier because I like the cosmetic in there. And then they buy it. And now they end up with a bunch of fucking points. And then they're like, you know, then they go shopping. And I think that's what happens is like you go looking for what you can spend your money on when you already have the points on your account. That's what my point is. And so then
Yes, exactly.
I had found a website, which I will link in the description of the video, if I remember, which shows all of the items. It's a literal database website that lists the items that are already in Path of Exile 2, all of the cosmetic microtransactions. You can look up if Path of Exile 1 cosmetic is in the list, so you can know if it's in the game. Like, not like if some nerd is verified, it's literally a database. So that means that it's been tracked, it exists in Path of Exile 2. So you can then look up, like, the cosmetics in the Path of Exile 1 store and see if they exist in the Path of Exile 2 store, and to see if they'll work in both. And so I ended up getting this stuff here. The weapon attachment. Weapon effect. Divergence weapon effect. 180 points, $18 fucking dollars. And they only give you fucking one. It only works on one stupid thing. You have to buy it twice, so you can have it on your other fucking weapon. So it's $36. Isn't that ridiculous? But it does look pretty damn... it does look pretty cool. And it's it works in Path of Exile 1 and 2. That's one of the ones that worked. So does this Sun Prism Cat and the Abyssal Cat, or whatever this is called. So let's look. The Celestial Cat. Celestial Cat and Sun Prism Cat. And then the last thing is I did get the ghoul effect thing, so that was this. Just because I like the red one, it turns you red, and I like how the red and the purple blend together there. Yep, it's the important stuff, you know, to spend your money on in life. Glow. Fucking glow effects. Right.
Rather than trading it on crypto and just losing it. It's my lesson.
It's going up now today, first day.
Of course, the sacrifice has been made.
Yeah, it's like a hot air balloon. I like to think of it. You know how they have the sandbags in the hot air balloon that keep it weighed down? You know why they do that?
Yeah.
Just so you can drop them.
Oh, I see.
Because you have the flame in the balloon set to a certain amount, so it keeps you from going up, right? And so then you're like, how do you go up? You have to lighten your load. So what can you do? You could throw someone out. Or you could have come prepared with sandbags loaded on it, so that way when you stabilize your floating, you know, it was based on the total weight, including the sand, and then you could just, like, drop a sandbag, and you could have, like, you know, this is how hot air balloons went up. I mean,
Now, of course, they have some method of just increasing the heat inside and decreasing the heat inside.
You can also do that. You can just blast it with more flame, and it'll go up, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways, let's do the last part.
Do one more area real quick.
Yeah, let's go into this portal.
Okay.
Nero. For you, like, Alva's, like, coming through and stuff. This is one of my favorite parts of the game, is, like, this temple. Not temple, I mean this whole, tile-floored, whatever, Aztec civilization city, you know? But actually, my favorite part is the end, which is called Agarat, which has the blue tile shit.
They saved the best for last.
They really did. It's like such a nice looking tile set. Look at my idiot glowing like it's fucking. But you know what I hate about it?
But here's how I describe your character. By the end, an absurdity.
But you know what's lame about it? He should be an absurdity because of all the gear I found.
Clown.
Don't you think? He should be an absurdity like this because of all the gear he found in the game.
Yeah.
So the fact that like the most drastic visual things you can do to your character are fucking microtransactions is why I actually stopped playing Path of Exile 1. It was literally the reason I stopped playing that game. Because I said, like, you know what? I had 2,000 hours on this game, but fuck this game because they're greedy fucking bastards and they're always crying about how, like, please, you need support us. Without your support, we couldn't do this. It's like, $500 million or $5 billion? I don't know how much money they made. They made a lot of money. They don't need your support. They shouldn't be crying like a fucking hobo bum on the
yeah,
grocery store corner or whatever, you know?
We're so poor. We only took Blizzard in a number of years. We're so poor.
Well,
And this guy just died so fast.
I like how they use the resources though to make this game. I mean, this game. It's good. Man, you just comment all day long. Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
What do I even do? I just put a totem. What's the point of the totem?
Your other character there was such a beast. I think it's more powerful than my comet thing, I think.
Well, I think I want to try. What I want to do is I want to try doing the map. What the fuck is this amount of comets? What the actual fuck?
Crazy.
It's like comet barrage.
Yeah, we had it set up wrong before, definitely.
Oh yeah. Too greedy on the comets. It was just drowning it.
This actually provides so much more comets.
You wanted it all and you got nothing as a punishment. Bam bam. Swing my hammers. Oh, let's go to get past this area. Just go right as hard as you can. Go right as hard as you can because the end area is like a fixed shape that has to be entered from the bottom left. So that's like sometimes in Diablo 2, for example, you would know, like when you're trying to do this Mephisto run, Durance of Hate level 2 to 3, you would know like the order that you'd have to do the wall, like clockwise or counterclockwise or whatever. And let's look up here. Out here. I think this is it. This is it. Here's the boss.
I'm just trying to see if Flame Blast triggers enough comets. Not really.
All right, for this boss, I'm going to help because it's like I wanted to drop my hammer. Fun.
Halt! Your rampage ends here.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Oh, let me switch my thingy.
Ooh, I like how I can float slow with my character right now. Ooh, I wish I could float slow like this. I need a minus movement speed so I can show off my character. Minus movement speed. You know what I mean? Look at my cloak, by the way. I chose the cloak that is the longest so that when I spin, I can look ridiculous.
Jesus.
Sorry, lady. Okay, she's ready. She's ready to rock. Get ready to rock her. Crush them. Need mana. Needs more time. What the fuck? I can't see anything. The hammer landed over there. What the fuck?
Oh, she's fucking my health up like crazy. But
Ah, fuck.
oh, she's closing in. What the fuck? What just happened there?
I died, and then you died.
But, we weren't even fully closed in yet. It's crazy.
I was just... let's try again. No words. No words. So much focus on
I have
damage.
full resistances, and her poison's like still to...
My chaos resist is 10%, so I don't know. Mine's bad.
Mine's 50. I should not be dying so fast for her.
There we go. There's a big hammer. I can't see shit.
I know, it's a problem. Literally don't see where she is right now. There she is.
I know, right? I don't
to
see
aim on
much
her to
shit.
get the comets to go. And to curse her.
Okay, we need to dodge these things. That's what's happening. We didn't even look at these. Remember these?
Oh, okay.
And then they do the thing, and then they go, oh, when you gonna roll?
Fuck my health, Jesus.
Yep. Right now she's about to get rocked really hard. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Oh, she's floating, so it didn't hit her. Oh my god, that's crazy. She's fucking flying, so the hammer didn't hit her. And that's my totems probably don't even hit her because she's flying.
What the fuck?
Wait.
Oh, he closed in on me. He closed in on me. He touched me and then I died.
Alright, I gotta try to finish her. I can't help you.
Yeah. This is kind of a bullshit fight because there's the little dudes around the outside, really. You know?
No, I mean, it's fine.
Because we don't have any other fights where, like, if the outer arena closes in on you and touches you, you die. That's
so what? That's good.
So I couldn't react. I didn't react fast enough, and
So you want every fight to be the same, so that's easier for you. Okay.
I don't want this thing where they close in and kill you auto.
I love it.
It's stupid.
I like it. I want to push A and not have to roll and win the game anyway. No, that's the fight where they force you to use your dodge roll. Yeah, that's true. But you got to learn how to do it. I mean, you didn't even try. You didn't even dodge it once. And you were able to do that before, so no excuse. Wow, that's just crazy. So we need to reach the end game because you're now properly powerful enough. Oh, actually, we need to find a place called the Chaos Statue. Fury Face. That is furry face. Furry face. Aren't furries funny? Isn't that the whole concept? It's like, I can't believe those are real humans. It's not a cartoon.
There's those bronies who like the My Little Pony adults.
I know, it's like
they're just as bad.
damn, these comments are crazy. And so your mana, I want to see your screen again real quick. Please don't crash, OBS, please don't crash. If anything, you want to blame OBS, not Discord. Well, you blame, but they're both.
I blame Discord for my issues.
Let's see your mana bar. Wow, you got a good ass mana regen, yeah.
Oh yeah. By the way, my potion is a really good mana potion. It still only does about 600 over 3 seconds. That's about the highest I've ever found.
Yeah.
The rest is regenning on its own. And it's just regenning so fast with the gain mana on kill and stuff.
Wow.
I'm not even using a potion there. It was able to keep up. It's enough kills, and then look how fast the regen is. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to turn my, did I turn my curse back on? I did not. There we go. After the boss, I need to turn the fire curse on. Which makes my flame blast 30% stronger, right?
Well, no, I don't think you should use Flame Blast. That's not the point of that, man. The point of it was so that your skulls are just more effective.
Oh yeah, that's true, yeah.
It does. Because they should, and no, that's why it was so important to make it so big. It's because your skulls are, you know, if fireballs are. I mean, isn't it happening even more now as they're being cursed?
I think so. Hard to tell. I don't know.
Whoa, 2 Exalted Orb and a Quarterstaff. What? All for me? What? What? Do you see that shit? What is that?
What dropped?
2 Exalted Orbs and a Gothic Quarterstaff unique.
I see.
No physical damage, adds 30 to 46 fire damage. Increased chance to ignite. Damn, it's like a low level item, level 11. Nah. But still pretty cool. I don't see how you could make use of that even as a high level, you know, like how could you turn that around to be useful high level? I don't know.
Put it in the trash can. Right, I forgot how in this part, even after you kill that midway boss, you haven't rescued her yet. You haven't rescued
Yeah.
Allie yet.
Nope. Well, so just before we leave this area, okay, here's a checkpoint. That's just a stash if you want to go in there. Stash room. Like fake out.
Idle here.
Nice.
Why can't I pick it up? Hold on. What does this one give you?
The idol, you can just sell it at the vendor for like 2,000 or 3,000 or something. You get this iron rune. Very good. Always use more iron rune. You can't take these blue items or what?
No, I need to go sell actually.
I'll take it. I'm super fast. I'll take all your blues. I have so much gold, by the way. I need to go gambling all my gold. I have 700,000 gold. It's a lot. You don't need that much for the currency exchange. I'll identify these later. I don't even care. I don't care. I don't care. Look at the items that I get. It's a loot game. I don't want to look at my loot. I want to get rid of this item in my inventory. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Shit, what happened there?
I tried to switch back to my screen again. It's so annoying. This is an error with Path of Exile where, like, when OBS tries to hook it, it goes, I ain't no hooker, you know, and then it causes problems. And then Steam is like, yeah, you are. You need to earn me some money. and then Path of Exile is, and then Path of Exile closes and quits. Or Steam smacks her. I don't even know. It's too far. Steam is the
Prodigy song starts playing. Smack my bitch up.
Steam is the pimp. Yep. Okay. Trying to find this thing called the Chaos Statue. That's the whole point. Yeah, what do I even do with my character? I need to fix my character. I've been playing my other one too much, but I might just turn this character not into totem immediate, but it might just do something else. I thought there was all this totem damage stuff and minion damage stuff I could take together, be like super powered. And then I find out minion damage doesn't work on totems. It doesn't. Totems don't count as minions. Like, what the fuck? They're my minions. They just can't walk. You know, they are. Are they lesser of a minion because they can't walk?
I guess minions have to be alive. I guess is the thing. Sounds like.
I mean, that's why they made them all like spirit and stuff. Here's the statue. Is this here? No. What the fuck is this place? Was this the Chaos Statue? Oh, this was the Chaos Statue. Did you get the item?
I got the inscribed ultimatum off of that.
Okay, good. That's the whole point. I just realized I already got it yesterday with Jerry last night. So that was the point of finding it. That was it.
I see.
So every time you come through here with, not every time, but once per character, twice, because once per difficulty, you can get an inscribed ultimatum guaranteed drop from that statue right there, basically. Those who know. Fuck your ice wall.
My ice wall's in your way.
It's in everyone's way.
And you won't melt.
So what I do like is that my other character, which I... Oh fuck, we need to go out somehow.
You just assumed that was the doorway, but it was not.
My other character has like cool gloves and chest armor that are actually not cosmetic, and they look really cool. So I don't remember there being that many items in Path of Exile 1 that looked cool that weren't microtransactions. So I think Path of Exile 2, at least the base items still, the high, especially the high level ones, do look good. So
Look how
like, yeah,
how fun my character is, and look how I look. This is the rags I'm wearing. I mean, it's just sad.
yeah. Hold on, let me look.
I look like a fucking street urchin or whatever.
Well, so but if you got that Warrior Invictus armor, then you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Then you wouldn't look like that. Because
But I'm saying you wouldn't tell from how I look now that I'm actually pretty leveled
But see,
up.
yeah,
It's
but
kinda
so
sad.
okay, but so what you're wearing, your chest armor, right? Is
Yeah.
it some rare armor? But there's no reason
No,
that.
it's just it's got good stats, so they should
Yeah,
make it somehow look better.
Yeah, exactly. Or because it's a high level chest armor,
Should look
just
fancier
that alone
automatically.
should make it look fancier. But you do look like a street, newspaper peddler or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I am.
But I'll show. Can I show you? Can you hold the door here for a moment? Can you open a portal?
Yes.
Alright, and then invite to party. Now open your portal. Here I am. Here's my monk idiot. So, just look at his armor. So, look at my gloves.
Oh yeah, that's good shit. Yeah.
Look how the little arms, the little fins are coming off of it, and like the gloves have the knuckles have the individual like gold bracing or whatever. And if you look at the art of the actual item, it actually matches that. Hold on, let me turn off the under interface. There's a way to turn off sockets. God. Always show sockets off. Do you have that shown? I don't know if you do.
Where's that under?
Under options and under input, under interface, you scroll down like halfway, and then it says always show sockets. Yeah, you can turn that off. But then you won't see the
Why is that good?
You won't see the sockets on your items, so you can see the art. If you like the art on your items, and then you'll only see the sockets if you hold down Alt, or if you mouse over them. It's because they covered the art, you know. Sometimes the art looks good. Anyways, check out this armor though. The Warrior Invictus, the art for that on the actual art or whatever card, I don't know what you call it. That looks really cool, the sprite or whatever. And then the actual on character art also looks really good. Like, what do you think? Do I look like a peasant? I mean, this is a robe, so
It actually look like semi-kingly monk, if I ever saw.
Yeah, so, and this is not a cosmetic. So I wish, like, what I want out of a game with cosmetic microtransaction shit where you pay for it is like 80 to 90% of your items that you wear should still be the items you found, you know? And then like maybe 10 or 20% like glow effects you might add or some, you know? It shouldn't be that like 80 to 90% of the good looking shit is all microtransactions. I kind of always hated that about Path of Exile. But the reason that kind of floated in Path of Exile 1 is because it was a free-to-play game. So it was all microtransaction based, you know.
Yep.
Then 2, they paid for it. You paid for it.
Shit, what are we looking for? Rescue Alva. I just realized it's 2 a.m. over here. We gotta beat this.
Oh, I know. Well, you gotta focus. You're losing it. You're backtracking over there for no reason. And I'm just following you because I'm dumb. But it's this way. Alright, let's go. Let's see how fast we can do it with the 2 super characters, power characters, you know? Like, let's just go. Let's just try and find the exit. That's our goal. That's a dead end. No, let's check to the right. Hey, you didn't pick that gem up. What the fuck? Pick this shit up right now.
Do you not have room?
No, you.
I have to do it?
It's yours.
I don't know why I assume that anyone can pick those up.
Pretty sure this is the exit. Yep.
Oh, that's it? Okay.
Well, let's find the waypoint, but I think the waypoint's gonna be right here when you enter. Agarat. This is my favorite place, though. Yep, here's the waypoint. This blue tile shit. We're not gonna beat this area. Let's just run into this area though and try and do some comets and teleports, because this place is actually finally one of the first areas in the game where there's like giant packs of monsters, giant open areas, lots of monsters, you know. Once you find these open courtyard areas. Oh, here, you hear this announcing guy? Walk towards the voice, and you shall find the courtyard. There we go. It's just like non-stop enemies I hear. I like that. And in maps, when you do maps, there's even more. Like, it's ridiculous, the monster density. They have a little evil totem over here. What are they doing? Oh, here's the bad area. Yes. Drop the comments on these stupid fucks. Teleport. I like it. See, that's how it should be. You should be fucking blasting the whole screen, and I'll just teleport to kill the stragglers in between. You know. Teleport a little too far there. Anyways, that's pretty cool. Let's do this next time. We're getting near the end. This is like, you know, I think there's this area, and then you go into that black evil alien, you know.
I think that's it, yeah. And then I'm assuming it just restarts the game a third time, or what happens after that?
The ending is a little bit different than the first time, basically.
Oh, okay.
And so it changes it a little bit, and then that like leads into the actual end part where you are. Well, you'll see. It's a whole.
Yeah, that's cool. I like when they change things up. For example, when you're playing Resident Evil 2 Remake, then you replay it with the other character, Claire, instead of Leon. Slight things change. Things change in the campaign a bit, which makes it more interesting.
I should play that. You bought it for me.
Did I buy you that? Holy shit.
Resident Evil 2, yep. And you bought me 4 recently as well. Yep.
You haven't played either?
Nope. I'll do it.
I bought you these, and then I promptly forgot about doing that.
So, can you do your Flame Blast a few times? I like how your character looks when you're doing Flame Blast. Like how
it does charge the skulls for some reason. I mean, the comets.
But can you face down when you do it? Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah, there you go. What's crazy is like there's this lightning around you. I think that's the Archmage.
Is that what it is?
When you start to cast it, and there's like these lightning things around you. Right? Doesn't that look like?
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
It makes it look so much cooler. I'm cool too. I swear.
The comments are 99%.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, it's just a screenshot time. This is happening right now, but and then one last thing I will show is look at my character's helmet. See how he's got the wolf helmet open face, and you can see his face. So in Path of Exile 1, there's an actual item type that you get that's an alpha helmet. It's called alpha something, and there's even like a unique of it called alpha howl, alpha something. I don't remember what it's called, but they have that in Path of Exile 2 as well. It's a armor, unique armor, but it doesn't look like an actual wolf helmet because there's an actual wolf helmet base type helmet in Path of Exile 1. It had the
but
same.
this sure does.
Well, it had an open wolf thing like this where your character's face is seen inside of the mouth of the helmet, right?
What are you, a werewolf?
Yeah, well, so and then this one it's unfortunately a microtransaction, right? But what it is it came with the very first supporter pack, the $60 one. And then what I realized is when you have these, when you equip it. So here's my normal helmet. Look at my. This is the helmet I'm actually wearing, by the way. I'm some sort of like a.
Just
dancer.
Saudi Arabia assassin.
I'm a dancer, you know.
I see.
But it's so. And if you enable the helmet, the wolf helmet, normally it's like this, and you have the wolf helmet closed, right? Like that's how I saw it. So there's just this whole other thing I discovered where you can do some of the items when you click on them will have this little arrow here. Arrow. You click it, and there's a 1 and a 2 here. Use tier 1, use tier 2. What the fuck? You can make an open face version, which is tier 1, and tier 2 is the closed face one. So that's like the normal one. And so only very few microtransactions I've found have that like double face one, two variation one. Like I think one of my other helmets had a shorter hair and a longer hair version or something like that. Not as cool, but anyways.
By the way, look at my shoes. These are like the fastest speed, 35% movement speed, and they look like little peasant shoes. Look how ridiculous they look.
Well, you know what you should do?
Isn't that sad?
See the boots that I'm wearing right here? These ones?
Yeah.
This is a microtransaction called boots, armor, boots. Where is it? Armor, boots, skin. There it is. Autumn night boots, right? You know how you get these?
Pay $500.
No, you must get a character to level 20 in Path of Exile 1 right now.
Oh no.
You could do that in like an hour.
Nope. Not returning to another Path of Exile now. No.
I'm already level 39. I'm about to get the second piece at level 40, which is like the.
What I'm saying is like,
something.
Okay, take the most important stat on an item like boots is clearly running speed is the most important. But then if it's like a 35, the highest, it should be the coolest looking. If it's 25, it should be mediocre looking. If it's 15 or lower, it's like the most basic. That's all they need to do. That's so hard
But
for
I
them
can't
to
believe
do.
you don't have a single microtransaction for your boots. But then yes, you know the problem is that like. You know,
then they won't
why
sell as much microtransactions.
Like
so
why?
that's
But
that's
why?
a negative for them.
Why do the non-microtransaction items have to look bad? Like when you see everyone
it's
running
so
around
basic,
in Path of Exile, they all look like brown clothed hobos. Like it's literally. And then amongst them are these god floating angel winged fucking you know they're autistic
$120 paying people,
yeah, these like psychopath nerds who are like probably work 150K plus salary jobs, and then this is what they spend it on Path of Exile because they live in San Francisco or whatever the fuck, right?
And when I see a character like you who has special clothes, or yours is not that special, but compared to me, then I just go, yeah. Oh, sorry, bye. You're ugly.